We'd like to introduce our CF160 double buck shirt press and CF210 rotary collar and cuff press, the new standard for speed and quality pressing in the laundry industry. When you choose the CF210 rotary collar and cuff press, you get the same Sankosha extras found in all of our presses. The ease of operation is what makes operators prefer the CF210. Your employees will be delivering a perfect press after their first cycle. The pressing drums are topped with a Nomex cover, felt pad, and our proprietary silicone sponge pad. Underneath, we've added a stainless steel spring mat to create a pressing surface that's much more forgiving on buttons than the typical steel mesh pad. All four of the quad presses on the CF210 are identical, so training time is about the same as a single collar and cuff press. The pressing cycle begins by turning the press on. The reset button is pressed to begin the count of shirts to be finished during the day. With the press powered up, the operator begins by placing the first shirt on the cuff and collar heads farthest from the operator. The body of the shirt is set in the stainless steel tray. Then the sleeve gusset is slipped over the stainless steel clip to keep the weight of the shirt body from pulling the cuff off the press. The cuff is draped across the press head and pulled on each side to set the cuff. With the cuff set, the collar is placed on the center head with the yoke of the shirt draped over the edge of the press. Now the second shirt can be set on the heads nearest the operator. The procedure is identical for both sides of the press. Since the heads are not heated, the operator can work quickly and comfortably without getting burned. When both shirts are in place, the operator sets the control panel. The CF210 has two timers, one for the long cycle to press heavier fabrics, and one for the short cycle, which is used for lighter fabrics. Typically, the short cycle duration is 20 seconds, and the long cycle is 30 seconds. Each of the cycle timers can be adjusted to your facility's needs. A toggle switch changes the press from the long to short cycle. To begin the pressing cycle, the CF210 rotary collar and cuff press requires both start switches to be pushed simultaneously. This guarantees that the operator's hands are away from any moving parts. The press rotates and the steam-heated press heads are lowered. The press is operated by our patented pneumatic system to reduce the number of moving parts and extends the life of the press. On this machine, only the heads, located at the back of the machine, are heated. With this configuration, both the heat and the compression are well away from the operator, thus making the CF210 one of the safest presses on the market. While you can see steam rising, that is the moisture in the garment being evaporated. The CF210 does not inject steam into the cuffs or collar. As one pair of shirts are being pressed, the operator can begin dressing the other side of the CF210. With a little practice, an operator can dress two shirts before the first pair is finished. However, if the operator activates the start switches before the cycle is completed, the CF210 will continue the previous timed operation until the complete cycle is done. This ensures that the press doesn't open prematurely, leaving the collar and cuffs unfinished. With one operator working, the CF210 can finish up to 240 shirts an hour, making this one of the fastest presses in the industry. Now, it's possible to get this kind of productivity without sacrificing a quality finish, especially when you use the CF210 rotary collar and cuff press with the CF160 double buck press.